All right, y'all, we're going to take a look at this Boudoir Facebook ad, diagnose it if we believe it has BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome. So BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome, is when the unique CTR all of our Boudoir Facebook ad is under 6%. So that means fewer than 6 out of 100 women are clicking somewhere on our Boudoir Facebook ad, which means our Boudoir Facebook ad is entering fewer than 6 out of 100 women's brains, which means most importantly that fewer than 6 out of 100 women ever have a non-zero chance of buying from us. So yeah, we gotta get this number up as high as possible. Way above 6% is the minimum, because we need to maximize the number of, you know, sales that we can get with our same ad spend. So 6% is the minimum. Every 100% Boudoir Facebook ads can be above 6%, easy. And a unique CTR all under 6% is not normal. It's actually a symptom of a deeper root cause. And that deeper root cause are the 3 pre-click mistakes. And basically, I see this. This is the most common thing I am seeing with everyone's Boudoir Facebook ads that I've seen. So it's common, but it's not normal. And a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with BLCS is a Boudoir low-click advertiser, a BLCA. So we got our universe building up here. A BLCA with BLCS is caused by the 3 pre-click mistakes. Luckily, we got the solution here because we invented it. We've already used it. BLCS is treated with Boudoir pre-click optimization, aka Boudoir Pico. And treatment takes about a week. So with treatment, we simply duplicate the original ad. We treat the duplicated ad, leave the original as it is, and we run the original for we run the duplicate ad for about a week, and at the end, we keep whichever one running has the highest metrics. And it's always been that the Boudoir Pico treated ad has the highest metrics. And once treated with Boudoir Pico, we now have pre-click alignment, PCA. So we get rid of the 3 pre-click mistakes, and we achieve PCA. And pre-click alignment activates Boudoir brain entry boost in our Boudoir Facebook ads. Basically, we finally got our unique CTR all above 6%. And a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with Boudoir brain entry boost is a dominant Boudoir advertiser, a DBA. So this is our full universe here. We got a BLCA with BLCS, is caused by the 3 pre-click mistakes. And we treat it with Boudoir Pico. Takes about a week. We achieve pre-click alignment, PCA, get rid of those 3 pre-click mistakes. We become a dominant Boudoir advertiser with Boudoir brain entry boost. Now my residency, first part, when I found a Boudoir Facebook ad out in the wild, brought it back to the hospital. Tested it, found its unique CTR was 4.3%. So under 6%, and we know that the unique CTR all under 6%, it means BLCS is present, Boudoir low click syndrome. So, but now we got the solution, Boudoir Pico. So we did exactly that. We had BLCS, we treated Boudoir Pico, takes about a week, and we got the unique CTR up to 6.88%, which is exactly what we were looking for. But now when we did that, we found out the original Boudoir Facebook ad was actually wasting 37% of ad spend. And so if they're spending 10 grand a month on the original Boudoir Facebook ad, now they want to spend $6,300 a month with the new Boudoir Pico treated ad to get into the same number of women's brains. So as a result of $3,700 a month, they're profiting, or they're keeping it in their pocket. It's kind of like a phantom profit. They don't have to spend it, kind of like a Boudoir Pico bonus profit. And if that holds for, they keep advertising for 12 months, that means they kind of like a 40K special bonus in their pocket without having to do any extra work or anything. Second part of my residency, found a second one out there in the marketplace. Such unique CTRL is 1.39%. So we know that BLCS is present. And once we know that, then, so unique CTRL under 6%, BLCS is present, Boudoir low click syndrome. Then we know we can trade it with Boudoir Pico. So again, that's exactly what we did. Trade with Boudoir Pico, got our unique CTRL up to 9.13%. So we found out the original Boudoir Facebook ad was wasting 84% of its ad spend. So literally wasting 84% of its ad spend. So if they're spending 10 grand a month on the original, now we know that they only have to spend 1.6 grand a month on the Boudoir Pico traded ad to get it into the same number of women's brains. So kind of that bonus, $8,400 a month bonus, is actually back in their pocket every single month that they're spending money on advertising. They keep it in their pocket, and it's no longer being burnt. It's kind of like a phantom bonus, like a Boudoir Pico bonus. And after 12 months, it's like like 100K back in their pocket. Finally, had a patient come through to the hospital. Had a unique CTRL. So that was 5.03%. So we know how to fix that around here. Well, under 6%, we know that BLCS is present, Boudoir low click syndrome. And after that, we know now we got the treatment. Treatment with Boudoir Pico takes about a week. And we got the unique CTRL up to 15.35%. So that one was insanely good. So we found out the original Boudoir Facebook ad was wasting 67% of ad spend. And that means if they're spending 10 grand a month on the original Boudoir Facebook ad, now they only need to spend $3,300 a month on the Boudoir Pico treated ad to get it into the same number of women's brains. So that's like $6,700 a month difference that he doesn't have to spend. It's back in his pocket. He doesn't have to, keeps it in his pocket. It's like a phantom bonus, phantom profit bonus, Boudoir Pico bonus. At the end of 12 months, it's like 80K. No extra effort, no extra servicing other clients, just extra in his pocket. So the average Boudoir Facebook ad with BLCS is wasting about 50% of its ad spend. That's what we've seen from our testing on the real world and the real marketplace. And I mean, look at the numbers here: wasting 37%, wasting 84%, wasting 67%. I mean, take the average of all these, and it's probably somewhere between 50 to 60%. So spend 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads. We already know approximately 5K of that's being wasted, literally given to the Zuck for no reason. We can with Boudoir Pico, we can eliminate that waste, so you no longer have to spend it. Put 100% of that back in y'all's pockets, so approximately 60K over the next 12 months. So now we're going to check this out. See what we got going here. Going to diagnose to see if we believe it has BLCS, yes or no. So we got the below creative cluster mistake. The false belief that causes us to make this mistake is that we actually believe and trusting what Facebook tells us to fill out when we fill out our ads is what we should fill out. The consequence of this, though, is when we do this, way more women scroll by our Boudoir Facebook ad than necessary, pulling our unique CTRL under 6%, contributing to BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome. And as a result, more women scrolling by our ad per unit time. Facebook actually makes more money because they can serve more ads per unit time, but we actually spend and waste more money per unit time. Next, looking at the creative, the photo here. All right, we got the, looks like an ad mistake. So the false belief that causes us to make this mistake is that we believe our Boudoir Facebook ads should look like ads, because that's how we've seen Facebook ads. They basically all look like ads. And other Boudoir Facebook ads, they basically all look like ads. So everyone can't be wrong, can they? But that's why every Boudoir Facebook ad I've seen and tested has had BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome, because everyone's making the same mistakes as everyone else. So when we make this mistake, way more women scroll by our Boudoir Facebook ads than necessary, pulls unique CTRL under 6%, and contributes to Boudoir low click syndrome, aka BLCS. And finally, we're going to look at this See More headline, the first 2 3/4 lines, Facebook newsfeed mobile. So, tattooed beauties. So, I think this is your chance. All right. So, we do got some good context here, but the false belief or the mistake we're making, we're doing the lack of context mistake. We're not. So, the false belief that causes us to make this mistake is we believe we provided enough context to get the right women to click in and more of them, and more of the wrong women to scroll on by, and helping the meta ad algorithm optimize. But in fact, we did not provide enough context here. So the consequence of this is way more women scroll by our Boudoir Facebook ad than necessary. And as a result, this pulls down unique CTRL, and it actually increases the likelihood that we have BLCS, and increase the likelihood our unique CTRL is under 6%. So if you're looking at this, diagnosis is yes, I believe this Boudoir Facebook ad has BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome, and has a unique CTRL under 6%. So approximately half its ad spend is being wasted. So I believe approximately half its ad spend is being wasted every single month. All right, so if you're a BLCA, Boudoir low click advertiser with BLCS, with Boudoir low click syndrome, and you're spending more than 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, and you want to, save, eliminate, put back in your pocket approximately, 5K a month, approximately 60K over the next year by eliminating the wasted spend, getting rid of it, and you decide you want to do this now because you've optimized other parts of the business, pulled profit out, but you want to pull profit out of the Facebook ads part of your business now because you see the market getting, more and more saturated, more boudoir photographers every day. It seems like anytime anyone gets a new iPhone, they're throwing up their Google business profile or a new camera. They're posting in the mom groups. Then shoot me a DM and, well, shoot me a DM when my new patient intake happens, when I'm open for new patient intake. So right now my DMs are closed. I'm not accepting any new patients right now, but shoot me a DM once the new patient intake opens again.